Very nice. Now, in keeping with the British parliamentary debate tradition, now we open the floor for questions or floor speeches. If you feel moved by something that you've heard, to interject your perspective. Now is the time. I will take some hands. If anyone has a question, you can direct it to either side. Hackenbush side was the con side. That was the side saying the motion should not be supported. And remember, the motion again is this House believes the U.S. needs a president with no strings attached. And the proposition side saying yes, that in fact was the case. We had Mott and Cookie. So questions. Anyone from the audience have a question? Yes, sir, in the back.
Yes, as a for Mott and Cookie, as a consumerist who recently came back from London, your comparison kind of bothered me in the fact that if we have a president with no strings attached, can I expect to pay $8 for a hamburger here in the United States and $5 for a bus ride?
Yes, sir, because even though my eyesight is not good, I would say that you need to eat less hamburgers. And I think that if you had to pay $20, that might go some way to fixing you.
Next question. Yes, sir, in the front. And then we'll come in the back.
My question is also for Mott and Cookie.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure, sir.
How do you feel about your case being criticized for overturning the fundamental rules of the galaxy with the string theory?
Well, we said string theory is still a theory, sir. A little bit like global warming, still a theory. What's the truth? What's the real truth? Oh, we haven't got any strings. That doesn't make those marionettes any better than us. So, yeah.
Honestly, I find it a bit ironic that they claim their political leaders have no strings. Let's see, what is the British word for poodle? Never mind, they didn't get the job.
Next
Our
question.
player's fine, upstanding leader. Sir, and Gordon Brown.
Yes, he's upstanding and tap dancing.
Back here.
By the way, who pulls the queen strings?
We couldn't possibly say, how dare you insult the Queen? That's treason.
I don't even know if she has ordinary...
Off with his head.
Okay, order.
Off with his head. Off with his head.
Yes, let's come back and try to change the subject with another question, ma'am, in the back.
My question actually is for the opposition, or pro strings. How can you say that President Bush doesn't have strings attached whenever he's attached to the oil industry, he's attached to special interest groups, he's attached to the conservative right?
Well, that's a very good question. And first, excuse me, that's my cell phone. Hello? Yes, dear. Well, I'm in the middle of a debate in Pittsburgh. No, I'm not kidding. Well, okay, it's easy.
What was that? Why did you turn your cell phone
That
on,
was
Harry Bush?
That was Rudy Giuliani. Very insecure since 9/11. Well, I prefer to think of oil and all of those other supports of the Bush administration as just that. They're things that he sits on. They're supports. But he's only using them as a place to stand. And the delineations and ligaments of the mystic chords of history, CORDS, are less than apparent. And in fact, speaking of apparent, how much was he influenced by his father's being a target of Saddam Hussein? We don't really know, actually. You can list all of these factors, and they more or less cancel each other out. He's got conservative evangelicals over here. He's got big corporate businessmen over here. He's got Dick Cheney over here. He's got all kinds of interests that are not always necessarily in harmony. And so what you wind up with is a gut and a back. He's the decider, unanswerable to anyone but his own ego. And let me tell you, I'm something of an expert on ego, having no small one myself.
I just like to say the question was exactly correct. Not only because she's very pretty, but because the question was correct.
Yes, ma'am, in the front.
I have a question for Professor Hackenbush. Coming from Venetian, what worth is science without the gay?
What is science without the gay? It would be less than fabulous. Next question.
Other questions? Are we ready to move into closing statements?